Live and direct, we're gonna bring in our brother, Mr. True Muzik, from up in Ohio. Man, we got a lot of Ohio up in here.
A lot of Ohio.
What's good, brother?
How we doing?
Pretty good, man.
No complaints in here, man. We are very happy to have you on. And as a custom, we got to give you what we always give everybody else, especially for the people that's in the body of Christ. Big salute to you, brother. Appreciate you coming on tonight.
Yes, sir.
You know, I'm blessed to be here. I appreciate this opportunity.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Well, that's a nice song. That's a dope album. I like the artwork, brother. It came out just past, was it June or July?
June, wasn't it?
I think it was June, right?
You broke up. What'd you say?
Yeah, you far away, see?
Am I?
Now you're back.
Now it's good.
Okay. I say that came out this past June or July. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. June 12th.
Yeah, I love the artwork on there, man. Everything looks very good, brother.
Yeah, hey, shout out to my dude Salt. I didn't make that. That
brother Salt. We admit Salt.
Salt.
Salt is the cool brother.
Yeah, my dude.
Salute to him. All right, man. We gave you all the pleasantries. We made you feel good. And now it's time to send you through the ringer. But first of all, we thank you. You are the very first Caucasian brother. And we love all people.
Here you go.
We should have had more than one. We're going to have more than one because we love everybody. But hey, you the very first. And you can always say, I was the very first on that same podcast.
I will hold
you, brother.
In my heart, man.
So as a custom, I always let my brother Rob go with the questions. You ready, Rob?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready, bro.
Number one, let's get it, bro.
So, first of all, once again, welcome, man. True Muzik. I want to ask you this. What does the name stand for? And how long have you actually been doing music?
Yeah, good question.
I started in 2007, so it's going on 13 years now.
Mm-hmm.
I actually started with the name True. TRU, just True. Actually, last year I went to True Muzik. I'm not trying to be long-winded, but my website was always truemusic.com. My artist name was always True. Problem with that was anybody tried to search me to find my music, they wasn't finding me.
Right.
There's so many people and things with the name True that came up. I'm like, you know what? I gotta fix it. So I changed it to True Muzik. And now if you Google that, you're gonna find me everywhere. And you can actually see me now.
Hey,
smart decision, brother.
Yeah.
So what was your salvation experience like when you first came to Christ, brother?
You know, it wasn't nothing too crazy. I grew up in a Christian home.
Yeah.
My dad is a pastor, so
praise God.
You know, right, and I was very blessed to grow up with good morals and values.
I'm a PK as well, brother.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
There you go. I was blessed to come up with good values and morals and everything, but I can't say it was until about 16 years old to where I kind of understood Jesus for myself.
Yeah.
And I realized who he is, what he did, and, you know, the price he paid for me.
Yeah,
so
man.
Up until that point, I kind of just played church and went through the motions.
Yeah.
But when it became real, you know, everything changed at that point.
That's what's up.
Yeah, no doubt, man. So what are you doing to remain true, you know, to the gospel and staying relevant in these difficult times? And I know your name is True Muzik, but as far as what are you doing for you as a man of God to stay and to stay relevant, like when it comes to the music? Because Endure came out in June.
Yeah.
With the pandemic going on, with, you know, racial tension or whatever the case may be, the ministry, we was in a bubble for a long time. It wasn't just in sports. So what are you doing to remain true and relevant in these times?
I think really there's only two things you can really do is, you know, be in your word. That's where you find your strength.
Say that again.
Be in your word, the word of God. That's where you find your strength.
I want the people to hear you.
That's where the source is, man. You know, that's where Jesus speaks to you in those, you know, those moments of everything's going nuts. You read your, I promise you, you can find peace in there. And as well as just prayer, man, intimate time with the Lord. You know, I have like a 45-minute drive to work, but it's annoying, but in the same time, I love it because I can just sit there and talk to God and listen, you know, maybe turn on some praise and worship and that sort of thing. And, just your word and prayer, man. That's how I would say true, especially during these times.
What about staying relevant?
You know what, man? I got to be honest with you. I don't necessarily, because I know a lot of people or most artists will like listen to the secular industry, and they'll like copy them or whatever they doing. They'll like, oh, I'm going to be like that, so I can be relevant like that.
Right.
I really don't take that approach, and maybe that is to my detriment. But at the same time, I just try to be me, and
Praise
like,
God, brother.
and I try to do what I feel the Spirit leads me to do.
Yeah.
And if I don't sound like X, Y, or Z, if I ain't doing mumble rap, I don't care because that ain't what the Lord called me to do. I'm trying to be myself. So I want to be.
Love that. Love that, brother. Love that, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
get that brother some claps, man. He need a.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Not many people saying it. I was wondering what you was gonna say, but you will always be relevant if you keep the word in your music because it's timeless. Like I don't care what time the word's gonna speak on what's going on, whether it happened 100 years ago or if it happened, it's going on today. Right. So salute to you for that one, man. Real talk.
Appreciate you. I appreciate that. Yeah.
I got a question now. This is off the cuff. I'm skipping one of my questions just because something I see in the background.
Oh no.
How is it to use that Chaotica ball? Because I've been thinking about buying one for my own personal studio.
You know what, man? I love it.
Yeah.
Before that, I just had the acoustic foam.
Yeah.
And then that was the only sound absorption. But with that thing, it makes it much clearer, much more crisp. The ticket's a little expensive. It's like $200, but it's worth it though. If I was you, definitely recommend it for sure.
That's what's up.
Yep.
That's crazy. We was just talking about that at the studio last week.
No, we sure was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That, and you see, you can like go record in your hotel room if you bring that. Like that's how nice it is. So if you're on the go a lot and you need to bring the studio with you, that's the ticket right there.
Yeah, we got a couple of viewers. They're saying that mug dope. Cortez say it's definitely dope. That
Yeah.
All right, Rob.
I thought you was gonna go ahead. No, go ahead and get your question, man. That would pique your interest.
That was the question about the Chaotica ball, but the other one, how have you learned the value of creating an album over the years? Because right now we're in the streaming sense, and I can appreciate a brother to create an album in the midst of the streaming sense because I'm an album type person. It's like it's hard for me to just drop songs because when I started doing music, I always learned to do an album, whole body of work, singles, filler songs, and then the whole album having a theme, all that type stuff. So how have you learned the value of creating an album? Because you just released one.
Yeah.
So I imagine you did it right there, right?
Oh yeah. Right.
right.
Like you said, man, to me, I've always been raised up on the body of work as well.
Yeah.
Like if I'm into an artist, I don't want just the single. I want the whole thing. Whether I like the whole thing or not, it's a different story. Yeah. But there's more to the picture. There's more to be told with the album than just that one single. So I've kind of always been that way with any artist I've listened to in myself. Like that was my 4th album.
Yeah.
And there's a big story behind that album, but I don't know if we have time for it. But I think
go
ahead, man.
Let's hear the story. Go ahead, brother. That's why we got you on. Go ahead, brother.
Okay. My last album was called Salute in 2014. So it's been about 6 years. I dropped that shortly after my life fell apart in so many different ways. Mm-hmm. I lost the business I started. I lost family. I gained family that I can't get into too much detail on the record anyhow.
Gotcha.
I lost family. I gained family. I lost a business. I went through a church split.
Jesus.
Life was just falling apart.
Yeah.
So, from 14 to now, it has obviously been a rebuilding process. And I'm blessed to be back into music. But this album, Endure, really touches on, Matthew 24:13 says, those who endure until the end, they shall be saved.
Yeah.
So like I just encourage people, man, we got to reach the finish line. And through this album, I hope that I encourage the listener to like, hey, no matter what you're going through, God's bigger, God's able, just like you talked about. Yeah. And let's endure to the end and see that finish line. So it's been a journey. And the first song in the album is called Tests and Trials. And that really lays out what I've been through and where I'm at now. So it's been great though, man. you don't know what you have till you're tested.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I've been through the test, and I'm sure there's more to come. But God's good; He's always faithful. So,
Amen.
yeah,
Amen.
No doubt. It's always good to know, like, you put your album together and it's a storyline behind it. So that's why we definitely want to do to tell you a story on that, because endure says a lot. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I know that you got the new website that just dropped in September.
yeah,
Like you said, this is your 4th album. I saw that you had. I went on your website. First of all, I'm gonna say kudos to you for doing everything that you're doing. Excellence. The promo videos, the website. Even your setup behind you, man. Like we've talked about this in previous shows, and I get on to my question about investing in yourself, marketing correctly, not taking the cheap route. And I want to salute to you because your stuff is done with the utmost professionalism when I go to your website. So
Yes,
keep
sir.
doing what you're doing, man, because it's definitely appealing and it draws you in. Like it's definitely for lack of a better word, eye candy. And it goes through. And I like, you got wristbands for sale. You know what I'm saying? You got
yeah,
dog tags. Like, I looked at all this and I'm
yeah.
like, yo, this brother doing something. And I want to salute you to it as an indie artist. You know what I mean? And this is I got a bonus question if we have enough time, see. But my first question is, explain your motto and slogan, rap with a reason.
That is something I came up with that I kind of felt the Lord drop in my heart when I started, and it was like, Drew, if you're gonna be doing this, you need to do it for that one reason solely, and that reason is to either encourage somebody, to challenge somebody, or reach those people who do not know Jesus.
Yeah.
So rap with the reason, man, is just something that's kind of been my MO since day one. Is that I want it to be so crystal clear what the message is about when you listen to my music.
Yeah.
And I feel as if I do a good job of that, and then True Muzik reflects, what the music is. It's the truth, jam packed in 16 bars. 16 bar verses.
Yeah.
And I just try to give it as best I can in that short amount of time for a song. I mean, songs ain't that long unless you go like 100 bars or something crazy.
Right.
That's some Shaolin stuff.
Right.
I got a viewer who wants to know, what kind of hardware are you using?
As far as what?
He's
Probably
probably talking about what you use to record.
that's really software.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's this one called? I got a Focusrite Scarlett interface, and then I'm running Pro Tools 2020, and then I got an AKG mic. I forget the model name, to be honest with you, but I can give you specifics if you hit me up directly.
All right, Cortez. No, he said, yeah, recording. He said, Pro Tools 2020. Bro, he was saying what type of software you using recording wise, and you just said it, Pro Tools 2020.
Yep.
All
right. So what do you as an artist? Hold on. What do you do as an artist to get better at the gift God has given you? Because this is a gift.
Amen.
Everybody can rap, but everybody can't be effective rapping, right? And I know from my personal testimony, I had no interest in rapping, but God gave me the gift. You dig what I'm saying? And then I learned I didn't hate it, but I'm just saying, like, it was never my plan. But he said, this is where I want you to move the gospel. So, but then he started telling me, okay, I need you to sharpen up this tool I gave you. So what do you do? What are some of the practical things, the practicing or whatever, stuff like that?
Yeah. It definitely comes in time. I mean, there's nothing better than experience. Like, I have notebooks and journals, notepads full of lyrics I've never recorded. Just verse after verses, ideas, concepts.
I feel that.
And to be truthful, you kind of got to go and grow. Like, I'll mess around with different flows or rhyme schemes or rhyme patterns, but ultimately, I feel whatever comes out is what the Lord wanted to come out.
Yeah.
So I would just say experience. You just practice. If you have to. Watch some YouTube videos on how to change up a flow scheme. I mean, there's great things like that, but definitely experience would be my answer for that one.
All right.
We got time for that bonus?
Go ahead, Rob. So
you are in a town with some pretty big heavy hitters and some cool brothers. Everybody I've met from Ohio, man, they are smart. I know me and C, we had a show in Ohio some years back.
So we met Salt.
Yeah. And that's where we met Salt. Salt has always shown love. His artwork is I got a couple of pictures he took where he made artwork for it, and I posted it before. But with D Mob, with K Drama, Salt, what is the love like amongst you artists in Ohio? Is it just on some feature type stuff, or you know how is the music scene in Ohio for CHH?
I think it depends where you at in Ohio. For instance, like Toledo, I feel is just me, unless there's other people that I'm not aware of. But you know, Cincinnati's popping, Cleveland's got some people, Dayton's got a lot of people. But I think you know, there's definitely love there if you just reach out to one another. I don't know. I'm not trying to do a plug or anything, but we just did a song called OH10, and it's got 11 different Ohio artists on it that we released. So it's got like myself, K Drama, Salt, Big Steve, Rapture Ready. I don't know if you heard of any of them guys, but it's a dope song. So if anybody's interested in it, that song was just about unity and showing unity for Jesus in Ohio. So
y'all showed it. 11 cats. Y'all showed unity, brother.
I think it turned out really dope, and I had the pleasure of mixing and mastering it. So check it out if you get a chance. You might really like it. But yeah, I would say the unity in Ohio is pretty legit. It's good.
Okay.
All right, brother. Shout out to website, album, things you got going on, man.
Yeah. Check out my website, truemuzik.com, TRUEMUZIK.com. My new album just came out June 12th called Endure. It's everywhere, iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, Google Play. I appreciate anything anybody does. You stream a song one time, you be my friend forever. I'm just really blessed to be able to do this and to be effective at it. So I hope all y'all watch this interview, appreciated it, and can hear my heart for the Lord behind it. So I'm blessed to be here, guys. Again, I thank you so much for allowing me to do this.
We running the website across the bottom of the screen right now. Look up this brother, True Muzik.
You may have
What's that?
I think you got the music wrong.
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
Let me do better.
Hey, so why he typing it the right way, man? So we ain't sending them to some. Do you mix and master for other artists? Like, is that a part of is that something you do for profit or another stream of income for you and your family?
Yeah. I do mix and master for other artists. And what's the coolest thing is, and maybe it's just me, but it's like if somebody sends me a track and I mix and master it, and then I watch them make a music video out of it, I'm like, I was a part of that. Like, you know,
right.
It's such a cool feeling. But yeah, I do that for other artists. So if anybody's watching who needs it, you know, hit me up. You might like what you hear.
Okay, brother. Well, we appreciate you being on, man.
We're gonna scroll that website across the screen before it's over with.
Yeah, spell it out for me, man, because I don't want to be messing you up, brother.
There you go. MUZIK.
Z-I. Okay, I put the C in there. That's the problem. That's the problem.
But and then
there we go. There we go.
Social media is at True Muzik 419. So I'm on everything. So
hit this brother up. Follow him. He's a cool brother. He reached out to us a long time ago. He's been watching, been consistent, man. I really appreciate it, man. And thank you for being a part, man, taking your time. Awesome testimony, man. I appreciate everything you do for the kingdom, man. Like you asked me earlier how long I've been rapping. I ain't going to say it over here, but it's been a long time. But I salute to all indie artists, man, because I'm going to tell you how I know you can be effective as an indie artist. Because if you doing shows, you're going to have merch. So when Rob was talking about having the wrist and you had the dog tags and all that, that's because you've been doing live shows. And you understand that when you at a live show, everybody don't buy the CD. But they may buy a shirt, though. They may buy their wristband, though. You know what I'm saying? And that's smart. You know what I'm saying? But it's also spreading the message and be like, you know what? I like this shirt. Let me get this brother CD, too. You know what I'm saying? And so that's part of it, man. But anyway, I can go on and on, man. I appreciate you, brother, man. Have a good night. And y'all look up TrueMuzik.com. Website is scrolling, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Hey, I'm honored to be here. Thank you again, guys.
No problem.
Appreciate you, bro.
All right.
Man, that was our brother True Muzik. Great time.
That's dope, man. Definitely check out his website. Like I said, man, that mug is it's done in excellence. I was impressed with it. Everything from his artwork to you know, the videos, his promo, like he did a real nice promo leading up to that Endure. Like it was all across my timeline before I even knew who he was. So man.
Man.
To him, man.
Salute to that brother, man. Appreciate him coming on.